Hey everybody, I'm John Granato. You can hear me mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. That's Josh Jordan. He edits SportsMapHouston.com, and he also is a co-host of Moneyline. That's weekends on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Hey Josh, Dusty Baker called the Astros the walking wounded. What's the concern level for the Astros' health going into the final week of the season and into the postseason?
Oh, man, it's, the Michael Brantley thing is worrisome, obviously. The Jordan thing scares me, too, because, Dusty said he saw him just running out to take his position in the outfield, and he didn't like what he saw. So he ended up pulling him right there. That's a little concern that Jordan's just jogging out to his position, and he doesn't look good doing that. So I'm glad they're giving him some time off. I love the bats. Like, all these young guys are hitting the baseball. What a nice luxury to have. So Dusty's going to have some tough decisions here on how hard do I want to push this thing to try and get the best record, but I also want to have all my guys ready. So I'm a little worried, especially with Jordan and Brantley.
Yeah, Brantley's rehab, according to Dusty, apparently he had a setback in his rehab. With these young guys, I certainly would rather have Brantley up there, but let's face it, he had not been hitting lefties well. So if you're facing a lefty, Brantley might be a liability, and especially after all of this rest, is he going to be able to come back and hit right away? And with the way that Myers and McCormick and Siri have been playing, with Tucker the way that he's playing, I'm not nearly as concerned as I would have been maybe a month ago.
No, I agree with you. It certainly helps to have all those guys. What concerns me is, Brantley and Jordan are those guys you want to put in your DH spot. So, if one of them's, mostly healthy, you just don't want to see him playing defensively, you're going to have to make a decision there on who's going to take that DH spot. So that's something to keep an eye on for sure.
Yeah, but hopefully Jordan is just, preventative, and Jordan is going to be okay. There was nothing definitive. He said before the game he was getting treatment, and then he saw him, his gait wasn't right as he was going out to the field, and it just didn't feel. Listen, precautionary, I'm all for it. Don't play him again, because you're going to need Jordan for sure in the postseason.
Yeah, 2 knee surgeries, John. that's not nothing, and you want to protect him long term as well. He's one of your best young players. And, back to Brantley, he's a guy that typically doesn't have to go down to Sugar Land and do a rehab. He's usually just ready to go. Now, I know this is a little more of an extended time away from the game, so maybe the circumstances are different. But overall, if Brantley's right, I feel pretty good about him.
Yeah, and pitching-wise, you're getting Odorizzi back.
Yeah.
Which is, I think that's a good thing. You find out whether or not Odorizzi can throw out of the bullpen. He's going to make the start here this weekend, and then he's going to start again at the end of the season. But you got to tell him, hey, you got to get to the bullpen now. Okay, we appreciate you. You can get through a lineup the first and maybe even the second time, but we can't risk starting you. Not with what happened this year. Stanek comes back from paternity. He had a nice little rest. And you know what? I think it's shaping up nicely. I think, with Josh James has looked okay. I don't know if he's on the postseason roster. Actually, things seem to be coming together for the bullpen more than anything right now.
No doubt about it. It's a great sign. And with Odorizzi, him and Urquidy can be that guy where if somebody like Greinke can't get through 3 or 4 innings, then you put them in. Maybe they can give you 2, 3, 4 innings and get you that bridge to Stanek and the rest of your bullpen.